remind you that vigilance is the watchword of the Inquisition. Vigilance against the Xenos, vigilance against the mutant, and vigilance against the traitor, the heretic. These Astral Claws have arrived with Primaris Marines in tow. They claim to follow the Codex Astartes, yet their relation to the heretical Red Corsairs cannot be ignored. Assess and investigate, Inquisitor. You must ascertain if they have fallen to chaos or not. Do not engage unless absolutely necessary.
Order received. Vigilance is its own reward. Engaging the enemy. The Emperor protects.
Are the Astral Claws loyal? Well, this inquisitorial warband seems to think not. They've arrived to punish and purify the so-called Astral Claws, while the Astral Claws defend McCragg's honor against an overzealous Inquisitor. Who is right? Who is loyal? Who will be victorious? This is 40K in 40 minutes. Greetings fans, JT McDowell here with a much requested episode of 40K in 40 minutes. Long the topic of discussion since their first appearance, Space Marine Steve's Astral Claws will defend their loyalty against an inquisitorial warband commanded by our own Tycho, determined to prove their heresy. This episode is brought to you by our friends at Deadly Print Studios, makers of cool battle effects you see us use on multiple models, like this Custode Bike Dust Cloud stand and this cool exploding building flyer stand. For 1 month from this air date, they are offering a 15% off coupon as well, so whether you want pre-supported STL files or pre-printed and ready-to-paint effects, Deadly Print Studios is your go-to.
I'm Tycho, and I am here to teach my teammates Stephen Wilhide a lesson in humility and loyalty. Sadly, he has strayed from the path of the Emperor and taken on colors that are not his. He needs to be taught a lesson.
Tycho has brought an eclectic inquisitorial warband with a patrol of Custodes, including a shield captain on Dawn Eagle Jetbike, Vexillus Praetor Custodian Guard Squad, and a Contemptor Achilles Dreadnought. His Death Corps battalion is led by an Inquisitor and 2 tank commanders, 3 mounted Death Corps command squads, 2 infantry squads and some drop scions, a Chimera and a platoon commander with a Valkyrie and a couple of Earthshaker carriages in support.
Steve's plasma inceptors are dangerous. I have to make sure that they cannot get to where they need to go to destroy my important targets quickly.
Bring it on. I love the Emperor too, sorta. And yeah, here I'm really into the Astral Claws, and Siege Studios did such a beautiful job painting them. And a few of you may have noticed that they have just like a sprinkling of chaotic inklings. Yeah, I've done nothing wrong. Quotations.
Steve has countered with a much more straightforward army list. Led by a Primaris Chapter Master and Lieutenant, 4 squads of Intercessors form the heart of his forces. Backed up by a Redemptor Dread with Macroplasma and 2 squads of Hellblasters, a Company Ancient, 2 Invader ATVs with Meltas, 6 Plasma Inceptors, and an Impulsor.
So, like, we're not traitors, guys. Huh?
Steve has some high-strength, high-damage shooting, but it's really short range. If Tycho holds him up, Steve won't get to shoot those high-value tanks and artillery with his big guns. I expect of all things the Intercessors to provide pressure and volume to chew through whatever Tycho throws at him. Our mission today is Retrieval from the GT 2020 Handbook. Players will deploy on the short edges of the table, and there are 6 objectives. Players will score 5 primary for holding 1 objective at the end of their command phase, 5 for holding 2 or more, and 5 more for holding more than their opponent to a maximum of 15 per turn and 45 for the game. For secondary choices, Tycho has taken Grind Them Down, scoring 3 points each turn that he kills more units than Steve does. Engage on all fronts, scoring 2 or 3 points for being in 3 or 4 table quarters at the end of his turn, and both players have chosen Deploy Scramblers, scoring 10 points all or nothing for successfully performing 3 separate actions in 3 zones: their deployment zone, their opponent's, and the middle no man's land. In addition to Deploy Scramblers, Steve has also taken Assassinate, as Tycho has a lot of characters, scoring 3 for each one he kills, and Oaths of Moment, a Space Marine specific secondary. I'm not entirely sure about Steve taking Oaths of Moment here. He needs to kill vehicles and characters for points, sure, but he also needs to hold the middle for 2 big points and not fall back for another, and that's going to be hard with Tycho's amount of guns and the pressure he can mount. Steve is going to end up giving up victory points for tactical maneuvering, and that's just not a good combo, I don't think.
For deployment, I gotta make sure that my important targets are protected, so they're gonna be a little bit farther back in my deployment zone, and that I'm gonna have enough screening units up front to make sure that Steve has things to do and worry about.
I can't let those Thunderfire carriages and those tanks shoot me all day. No way. So I'm getting up there, gonna get up in his grill, And I'm going to shut that down.
Steve has definitely overloaded one flank here quite a bit. It's almost too obvious that he's going to redeploy, which is a super powerful Ultramarine successor stratagem. Tycho is set up fairly wide here. He's aware of the redeploy, I'm sure, but he's also aware of outflanking units, so he's definitely got that in mind. Steve's chosen to combat squad and then reserve his plasma and scepters. Good call, as they are definitely a priority target. He's also reserved his reavers with their grapnel launchers. Tycho has 2 of his 3 Death Corps riders in reserve outflanking, as well as his Tempestus Scions will be deep striking onto the table.
All right, man, let's do it.
Let's do this. For the gods!
6.
A 5.
Start of turn 1 here. Steve's going to be going first. It looks like Steve is going to redeploy and put a lot of pressure on those really dead-hard Custodes units. Not a bad plan, as it will take some serious combined firepower to get rid of them. But if he doesn't, they will seriously wreck his day. That redeploy costs him 2 command points, it takes him down to 9, and then we start turn 1 movement, and he goes up to 10 command points in his command phase. Not an aggressive first turn here. He doesn't want to give away free movement with being charged, so he's being quite tentative on his push forward. I think a little aggression here wouldn't be a bad idea, but perhaps he's waiting for turn 2 to really open up, and maybe he's trying to bait Tycho forward a bit.
So now that I've gotten my objective game on point, things are protected that need to be protected, I can move to my psychic phase, of which there is none.
Ooh.
I've kept it simple today, gentlemen.
This is a big phase for you.
It's a big phase for me. This is a big time.
Shooting now, and a command point to auto-hit with his melta-gun with martial precision takes him to 9 remaining.
On 3s with my multi-melta.
Gotcha.
Okay, great.
He's fine.
Oh, he's fine, yep. I'm gonna take all the weapons from this impulsor, and we're just gonna shovel it into the Chimera. On 3s. 2 AP minus 2s to the Chimera. Devastator Doctrine.
Save 1 on and take a move.
Wicked.
Down to 9.
Wicked. Dreadnought is going to shoot all of its weapons into this front unit of riders.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I'm going to overcharge the big gun. D6 shots off the big cannon. 4 shots.
Uh-oh.
I take 1 mortal wound. On 2s, though. So 2 AP minus, like, 5s, and they 3 damage a hit.
All right. So the first shot hitting the
Just punches
first
through.
guy. I have 4 up armor. Doesn't mean anything here. He saves 1 of them.
Okay, so he lives, and then he makes 3 5-ups.
Yeah. Any of them fail, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, that's fine. The Gatling Cannon. So you go to 6-ups.
Nope.
And then 5-ups.
Save 1 of them and lose another guy and take a wound.
He's managed to deploy Scramblers his own zone this turn. He's killed nothing, but he does score a point for Oath of Moment for not falling back. 1-0 for Steve at the end of Steve's 1. 9 command points left for Steve, 6 command points left for Tycho, and he'll tick up to 7 at the start of his next turn.
All right. Let us move forward and destroy some Space Marines. Because they need to deploy some scramblers, and I don't think the Custodes want to do it. They said, nah, I don't feel like it. You guys do it.
Deploying scramblers in your own zone.
Smash through defenses.
Tycho is not biting on Steve's baiting, it seems. Only the Valkyries push forward and all else are being very tentative. It seems both players are finding their range a bit here. Save those Custodes. That Dreadnought and the Shield Captain are heading in first.
Beginning of the shooting phase, I'm giving some orders to my tanks. My rear tank with the battle cannon, he is going to kill on sight, I think it is, which is reroll his 1s to hit. And the Punisher is going to strike and fade, meaning he's going to be able to shoot and use his smoke launchers. Okay. So I will start the shooting With these custodians, 3 of them can see this guy.
Both of them hit on 4s. 1 wound.
1 wound.
4 up. And I fail. You kill a dude.
Yay, Steve! Okay, he will open up with his hurricane.
Here we go.
Rerolling his 1s because he's still old school.
Ooh, it's not great. 3 ups. Golden.
My Contemptor Dreadnought will fire his flamethrower and his storm bolter, and I believe that is within rapid fire range.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, storm bolter.
Here we go.
All hit.
Okay. 2,
3
3,
wounds.
4 ups. 2 go through.
1 damage apiece.
Sounds good. This is like 6 wounds remaining.
D3. 1
Yay!
hits.
Okay.
Wounds.
So 3, 4, 5 up. Good. Oh, man.
So I'm going to do 1 more shot with my spear.
Yeah, 1 more shot with the spear.
Hits.
Sure.
Wounds.
Sounds good. And then 5 up. Nope.
So it's dead.
Yep, it does.
So let's start with the rear tank. He'll fire his battle cannon twice at your impulsor.
Ha.
Hits.
Oh my.
That wounds.
Huh. Nope. 3
damage.
damage. Sounds good.
Battle cannon shots.
Here we go.
So that's 10 shots from the battle cannons.
Sounds good.
Wounding on 3s.
Okay, here we go. 5s to the impulsor. I got none of them. 10, 11, 12, 13, it dies. So see if it explodes. It does not. There's 6 guys sitting inside. And I lose 2 of them.
Whoa.
Oh, down goes the impulsor, and it takes 2 Hellblasters with it. Youch! That is some serious bonus.
I did a quick measure, and I'm also out of range of the Punisher cannon with these guys up front here. Only the last cannon's got range to something. That was a good play. For the people at home, check your ranges in the shooting phase.
Absolutely.
And make sure that you're working it. Doesn't hit.
Pre-measuring is great, folks. It can help you and it can hurt you, but definitely here it's helped Steve.
And he's gone smoke.
Yep.
Oh, and I've got a flying guy to shoot stuff with too. All right, he will fire his Hellstrike missile into your Dreadnought,
Excellent.
and he will fire his laser gun into your... Is there any intercessors not in cover that he can see? I guess
These guys aren't in cover. The guys up front.
Okay, I'll fire into them. The laser gun into your front unit of intercessors. Look at that, all hit.
Boom.
Strength 6, toughness 4, 2
Two.
wounds, no minus.
3 ups. One guy takes 1 wound.
Hellstrike missile. Your Dreadnought. Hits. 3s. 3's a wound. Oh yeah!
Right through.
Rolls 2d6, picks the best for damage.
Pretty decent first turn shooting for Tycho here.
Earthshaker cannon. Fire at the Dreadnought.
Sounds good. 2d6 shots, taking the highest.
Correct. 6 shots.
Oh yeah, hitting on 4s.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
5 of
hits.
them. Yep. And then on 3s.
Oh no, only 2.
Okay. So then into 6s. Neither. So D3 damage, -1 each. So 2
2
to
and 1.
3 damage in total.
All right, if you're in mid-bracket and cannot fix him with stratagem or otherwise?
Yep.
Okay. The other basilisk will have these fine Hellblaster. Boom! Ooh, another 6 shots.
Whew. It's a lot. It's a lot. So then on 2s after that.
2 wounds.
Sounds good. So then to 5s, send in cover. 1 I save, 1 goes through. Damage. 1.
1.
Yay.
Charging.
All right.
He's going to charge your bike. Lots.
Yeah, probably makes it.
And the other charge will be the Dreadnought at your intercessors.
Sounds good.
He gets +1 to his charge.
Yep. Ooh.
Tycho's spending a command point on a reroll to charge for his Dreadnought, and the Dreadnought is in. That takes him down to 6 command points as he fails to farm it back with his Warlord trait.
Bike, Captain.
Alrighty, here we go.
5 attacks. Rerolling his 1s. That's 3 wounds at -3.
On 6s. 1. I saved 1, so 2 of them go through.
D3 each. 2 and 1.
2 and 1. So 3 damage in total. So I have 5 wounds remaining. You mind putting a small 5 next to me?
I am an unstoppable destroyer.
Sure.
So that means my jet bike captain consolidates and piles in D3 plus 3. It doesn't have to end up closer.
Sure. So 6.
So you're still going to be able to fight.
Okay.
Steve's spending a command point to take him to 8, and he's transhuman physiologies his intercessors facing that dreadnought, making it wound on 4s or better only. That's huge.
Turned out
3 wounds.
Turned out to be a solid transhuman.
Very. D3 plus 3, so 2 die. Don't get him away.
So on 3s into the captain, all of them. On 5s into the captain. So 2 AP nothings. 1 wound.
Tycho's got to reroll a save here and doesn't farm that command point either. Takes him down to 5, but he makes the save on his captain.
2 AP minus 3s to the dreadnought.
1 gets through, he takes a wound.
End of 1, and we have a score of 6-1 in favor of Tycho. Steve has 8 command points remaining, and Tycho has 5. Turn 2, and Steve goes to 9 command points, scores 10 primary points to take him to 11 currently, and he advances into the tactical doctrine. Hellblaster's gaining the Chapter Master's rerolls, and he's spending a command point on Wisdom of the Ancients to give it to his Redemptor Dreadnought. And that's going to take him down to 8 command points.
If I'm going to pull this off with grace, I think that it's going to have to go like this. Valkyrie, dead. Dreadnought, dead. Shield Captain, dead. And then after that, I have to get real excited and drop the infantry too. Good luck, Steve. Godspeed. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 command points to fall back and re-engage with my Invader ATV.
Falling back and re-engaging for 2 command points to take him to 6. That's also costing him an Oath of Moment point, but he really needs that Melt-A-Gun right now.
So end of my movement phase, I go to reserves. So let's switch. Mike, if you don't mind doing that. Whoa! Great.
Steve really hasn't closed the middle yet, and it's time for the reserves. He's brought down his Plasma Inceptors, and I really think that Valkyrie's going to be in trouble.
There's just no way.
We can get like the mids.
The time has come for me to just hammer down, I think. I'm going to start with these Inceptors that came down over here. All the ones get re-rolled, and then they are going to overcharge and head into here. So it's going to do it model by model. So 2d3 shots from the first guy. So 4 shots. 4s, rerolling 1s. On 4s, rerolling 1s. On 4s, rerolling 1s. So on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant back here. So 5 even minus 4s. So 10 damage.
10 damage is down to 4.
Just right through. And then this unit of Hellblasters here. I'm not going to overcharge. I'm just going to roll them all at once. So on 5s, rerolling 1s. 5 damage. Rocks right through.
Ooh, the Valkyrie goes boom!
Valkyrie. Check. So 10 rolls for the dudes inside.
Actually, there's no parachuting from this height. I lose a dude. Nah, they forgot their grav chutes. They're just leaping from a burning, dying plane here. Whoa.
And then this unit of intercessors is going to shoot the unit that just came out.
6s. I don't save any of them.
Oh, Bolter Fire takes care of the guardsmen that speed out of the Valkyrie, but they're just guardsmen. It's just more corpse starch in the end, and that's some pressure relief for Steve for sure, though.
Infantry squad. A check. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Dreadnought. It's going to shoot its top rocket, its plasma, and its Gatling cannon into these 2 horsemen, and then it's going to shoot the 2 rockets into these forward guardsmen. So 2d6 shots to the guardsmen. 4 is rerolling once because I'm baby. See ya, guardsmen. 6 AP -1s to your riders. On 3s, rerolling ones with the multi-melta, so 2 hits, and then on 3s, 2 wounds.
Both good.
Oh, baby. 2d6 plus 2, so it's really 2d6 plus 1. Come on! So 4, 5, 6. I'm going to spend a CP and reroll this one.
Steve's spending a reroll versus the Achilles Dreadnought, taking him to 5 remaining. 2 wounds to go on that Dreadnought.
The Hellblasters will shoot into it.
Hellblasters are overcharging into the Dread. 1 dies, but the Dread goes down. That's a big kill for sure.
Dreadnought. Check. So then on a 4-up, all right, so I'm going to overcharge the Inceptors, and they're going to fire into your captain. 3s, rerolling 1s. 2 shots. On 3s, rerolling 1s. Wounding on 3s.
Captain, my
So there's
captain!
3 ups.
He's okay.
Yeah, he makes them all. So my interceptors in the middle are going to shoot over.
To get through.
Sweet. This last unit of interceptors is going to do the same thing. We'll just fire through.
Takes 2.
Wicked.
End of his shooting phase, and Steve is spending 2 command points to take him to 3 remaining on rapid fire to try and ice that shield captain.
Kill it! Kill it!
And he does!
Oh, yeah. Shield captain, a double check.
Down he goes to massed bolter fire.
Well, it took a lot of my command points and a lot of effort, but I have shooed you from this side of the table.
Solid turn for Steve. Lot's dead, but Tycho still has a ton of pressure to put on him. Steve scores 3 points for Assassinate to take him to 14 victory points to Tycho's 6. 3 command points remaining for Steve to Tycho's 4. Top of his turn 2, Tycho scores 10 primary to go to 16 to Steve's 14, and he ticks up to 5 command points to Steve's 3. Some pressure forward from Tycho, but his big guns are in absolutely no threat from Steve, so Tycho's leaving them back just to unleash hell. Ooh, the Deathcore Riders have snuck into Steve's backfield here.
That's it for the movement phase. On to psychic powers. So, my Inquisitor
Here we go.
is less than a foot away from your intercessor unit. He's going to try and dominate your sergeant.
Sure.
That goes off.
Leadership 8.
Leadership 8, I get 3d6 to go leadership 8 or more.
Sweet.
Well, that's no good. I'm going to try.
try it?
Grand Strategist,
we
4
go.
up. Let's try and get...
By all means, don't do it.
let's
Don't do it.
dominate
Don't do
the
it. Don't do it. Yeah. Yeah, I say my mind is impenetrable.
Death Riders shooting their pistols into your... No wounds. Let's shoot your...
ATV. Excellent. Nope, I take a wound.
And the Heavy Bolter.
Strength 6, AP nothing, damage 2.
2 wounds.
Take them both. This Chimera is doing a lot of work. A lot of work with this Chimera. And it can't shoot any of its other lasers.
Nope, because there's nobody inside.
Sweet.
I am down to tanks and basilisk
Totally.
carriages. All right, so the laser cannon's going to head into,
Back to that thing.
and then the battle cannon is going to shoot twice at your
Okay,
inside.
so on 3s, you're rolling 1s.
Hit.
Hits on 3s.
Wounds.
Yep.
Minus-
I need a 6 up. Oh, it makes it! Yes! And then after that,
course
the
it
battle
does.
cannon goes into the Inceptors.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh! Oh!
12 shots. So I lose 2 of them.
Multi-Meltas and the Hunter Killer and the laser cannon are all going into the Dreadnought.
Okay.
And the turret is going to chew up your intercessors.
Yes, on threes.
Rerolling last cannon damage to wound the Dreadnought, and it succeeds, and he also farms the command point back, leaving Tycho at 5.
So 6 up. Nope.
4 shots.
Killing it. See if it explodes. It does not.
Redemptor goes down to Melta Sponson's Hunter Killer and last cannon fire from the Lehman Russ command tank. Now its Punisher cannon is pumping 40 shots into that poor intercessor squad, leaving them with a single Marine. Wow, what a roll! 9 out of 10 3+ saves made? What are you doing, Steve? Who's rolling your dice?
Nicely done.
Sick.
Yeah, I want to ease up on your damage dealers because then my tanks can really run wild.
Earthshaker now into the big squad of Plasma Inceptors. Steve responds by spending a command point on transhuman physiology again here to make Tycho only wound on 4s or better.
So that brings me.
Ooh, he kills one, and it fires on death into that Chimera, doing 6 wounds. Wow!
I can't think of anything else to shoot. So, down to charging. I have exactly 1 charge.
Chimera.
Chimera charges the Invader. Smart move here, I think, because it's going to tie it up and force Steve to fall back if he wants to use that Melta.
So he's got D3 attacks at this
Particular bracket. 1 singular attack. He doesn't hit me. 5 attacks back.
Oh, God.
Rerolling because I'm within the 9 inches of the nope. And then on 5s. Oh, 2.
Oh, my God. You almost
2
did.
AP
Almost
nothings. 2 AP nothings. Oh, man.
It takes a wound.
It takes a wound, too. All right, so morale. I do have some morale that I need to make. In particular, this guy here, these guys here. So I need to roll a 4 or less to stick around.
Come on!
Ooh, yeah, I'm good.
And it turns, Steve gains an Oath of Moment point to take him to 15. Tycho scores 3 more engaged to take him to 19. And Steve has 2 command points remaining to Tycho's 5. On to Steve's turn 3.
So my intercessors here are gonna move just here.
Spending 2 command points, down to 2, to shoot and fall back with his Invader. Tycho's aggression really pushing Steve off Oaths a moment and costing him victory points.
At the end of my move phase, I'm going to deploy scramblers in your deployment zone. This, my center unit of intercessors, and they're all going to shoot at the Chimera.
The intercessors are opening up on that Chimera now, chewing it up real good, and down it goes.
So they're going to shoot at the Riders of Krieg. On force. Those Hellblasters are going to. And I'm going to overcharge. Once.
Ignore one of it.
Auto bolt rifles into them. Damage. 8. I probably kill one of them. No, they're super power.
Death Riders are scary town.
Oh, wow! Those Deathcore Riders just absorbed a ton of firepower.
Oh, these Death Riders are so good. The math never favors you. Back unit of Inceptors into your Custodian Guard. You're -1 to hit. Overcharging. So 2 wounds at AP -4. 1 goes through, 2 damage. And then the next unit does the same thing. So 2d3 shots. You're rolling. So that guy goes, and then you assigned 2 damage to something. The last guy, you're rolling. So he dies. That sucks. These 2 guys here, they're gonna shoot the Custodian Guard. Oh yeah, kill that dude.
No units killed in the shooting phase for Steve. Can he do work in the fight phase?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Oh man, no fight phase at all. Rough turn for Steve. Tycho's turn 3, up to 6 command points, scores 10 on primary to make a mid-turn score of 29 to 25. Looks like that Custode squad has come to play, as well as the Inquisitor. Scions have dropped into Steve's zone to get that final scrambler's point for Tycho.
Psychic powers. I'm just gonna make your sergeant bash his buddies.
Domination goes off. That Power Fist sergeant just pounded his buddies to dust.
Custodes will shoot out the doorway. It's good.
Shooting phase and a Lehman Russ versus 5 Reavers. Oh, you poor, poor Reavers.
Last cannon. Hits.
Yep, takes it.
Multi-meltas. 3 wounds. Shot everything at that guy. So tank is going to put a laser cannon. The battle cannon will try to finish this unit here.
Okay.
Cannons and scepters. Hits.
3, so it kills him. 2 go through. So the first one
3 damage.
kills the dude.
Earthshaker.
Oh, the Earthshakers have killed that unit off the objective. That's big and going to affect scoring next turn.
Which
Earthshaker is going to be shooting these intercessors.
Okay, sounds good. Cover. 1 goes through.
Charging.
Okay.
I'll start over here. Death Corpse of Krieg into your Hellblasters. The Inquisitor is going to charge the bike. Custodes are going to try and charge your Intercessor. We'll charge your Hellblasters here.
All right.
Big, big, big fight phase for Tycho here, and Steve can't interrupt as he only has 1 command point left.
Those riders over there. So, the riders themselves get 2 attacks apiece. With exploding lances, not very well.
Excellent.
Only 1 hit. Wounds.
Nope.
Cavalry should go first.
Nothing. Yep, you just killed him.
Pow, pow, pow. Moving on to
crazy.
the Inquisitor.
Rerolling to wound with his Thunderhammer on the Invader ATV, down to 5 command points for Tycho, but he kills the Invader.
And the Custodes. What are these?
Nope, guys.
What a great turn for Tycho. 10 for Scramblers, 3 more for Grind Them Down to give him 9 there, 3 more for Engage to give him 9 there, and 20 total primary points for a score of 45 points to Steve's 26. Massive swing here. Can Steve come back? Steve's turn 4 now, and he's really hard up against it here. He ticks up to 2 command points, and he scores 5 on primary to go to 31 points total at present to Tycho's 45. Now he's going to be able to score his final Scramblers for 10, but he's got so much work to do here, and he's got to pick the right targets. Steve's lost another Oath of Moment point because he's had to fall back, but he's moved onto an objective, and he's trying to stop Tycho from scoring 15 points on his turn. That's really key here.
Because if you 15 me, it's for sure over. And so at the end of my movement phase, this unit here in the middle deploys Scramblers for 10 points. I am going to go into my shooting phase. This unit of Intercessors is going to shoot the Riders of Krieg.
He blew his leg off.
One guy takes 2 wounds. I'm going to overcharge with the Scepter and shoot into the Inquisitor. Overcharging, 4 shots.
Pretty weedy.
3 AP minus 3s.
Oh, he takes 2 wounds.
Darn it. Okay, so my Primaris Lieutenant is gonna shoot at the Inquisitor. 2 damage.
Ooh, the captain has a pistol, right?
Oh yeah, it does have a heavy bolt pistol. Awesome. Great. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, wounds, sweet. AP minus 2.
Refractor
you
field.
saved. Lame. Okay, so I'll go to then my charge phase.
Oh no, he has not killed enough in his shooting phase. Steve needs character kills for his Oaths and Assassinate, which he's not going to get at this point unless Tycho gets really careless.
We're gonna start with the captain.
Yep.
So I kill him.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, no, I gotta keep that guy there. So 4 of them in. Makes it. Kills him on 1 wound. Yep.
So he's got 2 wounds left. That guy.
This guy's got 2 wounds.
Oh, this is the lieutenant?
Yeah, lieutenant. Got it. So on 2s, 3s. So 4 of them busting through.
Kills him with the second swing. Over here.
And a turn for Steve, and he's got 41 points. 3 for Oaths, 3 for Assassinate, 10 for Scramblers, and 25 for Primary. Tycho will score 3 more for Grind to go to 9, 10 on Deploy Scramblers, and 3 more on Engage to go to 12, plus 15 on Primary to make 35 for a total of 66. And that's where we're going to call it. Make your final score 76 to 51 for the forces of the Inquisition. Sorry, Steve, you've been branded Excommunicator Tritoris. But doesn't Tycho usually play Chaos? Oh, the plot thickens! And thanks again to our episode sponsor, Deadly Print Studios. Don't forget, they've got a 15% coupon off right now. Just check in the description below and get some cool battle effects for your army. Whether you want the STL files or have them printed for you, Deadly Print Studios has got you covered. Well, that's it for us here, folks. On behalf of all of us at Play On, this is JT McDowell saying, until the next time you see us in the grim dark universe of the far-flung future, play on!
Wow. Death Riders are scary town. They are amazing.
Maybe the year of Steve doesn't have to be like consecutive. Maybe it's like little vacations I get to take throughout the year.
Watch out, folks. If you've got really good defensive stats, you can win games without doing a whole lot more than just surviving.
A huge thank you to Siege Studios. My army looks absolutely incredible, win or lose.